Hey guys, before we begin today's inaugural Music is Win podcast, I want to thank the sponsor of the show, AudioBlocks. Longtime friends of mine with over 100,000 studio quality sound clips, loops, effects, and more. Many of which I'm actually using in this very podcast and in my YouTube videos. So head over to audioblocks.com/musiciswin. That's AudioBlocks, AudioBlocks.com/musiciswin to sign up for a free 7-day trial and get all the stock audio you can imagine. And now, let's start the show.
Oh my God, that scared me. What a scary intro.
Welcome to the very first Music is Win podcast. That's right, we're casting pods every Monday. That's going to be the schedule, guys. Every Monday, you can expect to receive a podcast. Download it on iTunes. Leave us a 5-star review.
Or just don't leave a review at all.
Or just 5-star or nothing. Please, no bad.
No, that's not fair because
No.
if they hate it, then fine.
Yeah, if you hate it, you can tell us. You can also find us on SoundCloud and right here on YouTube. Maybe if you're watching on YouTube, you can see our lovely faces. Put a face to the names. Speaking of names, I'm Tyler. This is my very intelligent and lovely wife, Bethany.
Oh, thank you.
Say hi to everybody.
So
What do you have to
nice
say?
to say? Hello, and I'm happy to be here. I'm kind of nervous because I know my voice is kind of annoying, so I'm going to try to... I need to lower
I don't
it.
think anyone likes the sound of their own voice.
Well, no, but my voice is so high and squeaky, so I'm trying really hard to get a podcast sounding voice.
I think it sounds completely legitimate.
Oh, thanks.
So we're going to be trying different things on this podcast. We will rely on your feedback. When somebody asked me what this podcast is going to be about, I said, I don't know. I know it's about guitar stuff. I know it's about music. I know it's also about a potpourri of lifestyle and
Right.
pop culture and, whatever's entertaining
Yes.
and fun.
So are you saying that people who don't play guitar can listen to this podcast? Is that
That's exactly what I'm saying, Bethany,
good?
because you don't
Because here
play.
I am.
Or do you?
Do I?
Recent video may say otherwise.
Which we have to... I want to talk about those
We will
comments,
talk
too.
about that.
Okay.
So let's just say this is a work in progress, and we hope you kind of bear with us as we figure out exactly what this thing's going to be. But I think we have a couple very strong places to start. And speaking of places to start, let's kick it off with the first segment, the random fact of the day.
Random fact.
Oh.
How's that?
Can we play that again?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
No problem.
Random fact.
Oh my God, that is
Did
my
you know I
favorite
could get
thing.
that low? Random fact.
That is my favorite thing I think I've ever heard.
So the random fact of the day is playing music regularly will physically alter your brain structure.
Negatively or positively?
I assume positively. Let's learn more. Blaine
Plain.
David Blaine says, no, brain plasticity refers to the brain's ability to change throughout life. Changes associated with learning occur mostly at the connections between neurons. So when studying musicians, they found that the cortex volume was highest in professional musicians, at an intermediate level in amateur musicians, and lowest in non-musicians.
Oh, so I'm stupid.
I would say that you're an amateur musician.
Oh,
You got
Okay.
some licks on the keys.
true. I've been learning piano.
So basically, if you don't play music, you're dumb.
But
That's what I've learned.
I think they say the same thing about learning languages, I do have to say.
Yeah.
So, music, learning languages, I don't know what else.
Well, everybody speaks a
makes you
language.
smarter. Well, yeah, but learning a second language, I mean.
Oh, okay.
It does the same thing, I know. So learning.
Well, all the more reason to play music, I think, to become smarter, if that is your goal.
I don't even know what brain. Well, anyways,
Brain
moving on.
it's like your brain
Just expands.
expands,
Okay.
right?
Well, I don't
Take it
think
from me.
we're not proving the point that we're smarter.
Yeah. Well, I didn't actually really go any further than, Wikipedia where I found that fact. But let's move on to the news flash. What do you think about that? You feel
That
like
one's really cool.
I feel like I'm in a movie theater.
Mm-hmm. So what's the news?
Well, I'm going to use this segment to talk about both news with us, music is win stuff, and what's going on in the musical world, or, anything that catches our fancy.
Okay.
The first thing I want to say is, for those of you watching this podcast in early October 2017, or listening to it, the Real World Tyler and Bethany, so not the versions that you see
And here.
behind your screen, we are in Europe right now.
We will be in. Where will we be?
We're first in Mankirchen, Germany.
No. Mark Newkirk.
Marknekirchen.
I don't know if I'm saying that right.
We're going to get it right by the time we're there.
Yeah.
At GitCon, which you no doubt will have heard of by the time you are viewing or listening to this. And I'm sure we're having a great time.
But by then, by October 1st.
By this
or
actual
2nd,
day, we are in Munich trying
Drinking.
to drink a bunch of beer at Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
So if you're there, then come try and find us. I'll be wearing my lederhosen.
I don't know about that.
Is
I
is
don't
that a
know.
faux pas?
No, I think you're supposed to, but I just will feel weird.
Well, you don't wear lederhosen.
No, well, I don't wear lederhosen, but I wear.
You
I
have to
wear
have
what?
pigtails. St. Pauli.
I know, but what do the girls wear? What is it called?
Uh,
I don't know.
anyways, we're going to be in Munich. We're going to be, after that, we're going to Venice. And then after that, we're going to Paris. And basically, we're going over there for the first 5 days for GitCon. I'm going to be working and doing amazing videos. You already know about all this stuff with all these cool YouTubers. And we figured while we're over there, we might as well use this like once in a lifetime opportunity to see the rest of this continent, or as much as we can. So that's what's going on with us. In other news, Austin City Limits is starting on October 6th.
What is that?
Well, what it used to be was a festival full of like guitar legends,
Such as?
like Eric Clapton, John Mayer, Derek Trucks, all these like
Etc.
blues, classic rock legends. And now you got to hear this lineup. So the highlights for the 2017 Austin City Limits include Jay-Z, The Killers, Chance the Rapper, The XX, Ryan Adams, Spoon, Solange, The Head and the Heart, Gorillaz, and more.
Those all sound like pop
You've heard of those,
people.
which is
Yeah.
strange. Like normally you yourself wouldn't have heard of
All those guitar
some of
people.
the guitar players and just general bands, but now it's gone totally mainstream.
So do you think they're selling out?
I don't know. Maybe the guitar is just dying.
What's happening to the world? Are you sad about it, or
I don't
what do you
really.
think?
I mean, I saw an Eric Johnson performance from Austin City Limits that changed my life, and I don't think any like Killers performances are gonna change somebody's life in 10 years after they see it.
I mean,
but-
I love the XX, but they are not known for. I mean, they play like 3 chords.
I don't know what it means as far as the massive pivot they've taken, but I don't think I'm alarmed by it. It's just very interesting to me. When I saw that, I was surprised. So that made my news segment. Also, in other news, G3 has been announced, which is,
What is G3?
it's a Joe Satriani, like he brings awesome guitar players together and goes on a tour with them.
3 of them?
Yeah, G3.
Makes sense.
One time it was G4. Guess how many guitar players there were? But I think so basically every amazing guitar player has been part of this at one year or another, Guthrie Govan, John Petrucci, Steve Vai, Eric Johnson, Yngwie Malmsteen, Paul Gilbert, just to name a few. So this lineup is going to be Joe Satriani, John Petrucci, and Phil Collen from Def Leppard. And if you're like me, you're like, hey, he's not one of the Shredder guys, but I checked him out. He actually is really quite a proficient guitar player, so I'm excited to maybe see that show. I don't know if they've announced the dates yet.
Or location. Is it just the United States or what?
They're usually pretty good about going around
Everywhere.
the world. I went to see John Petrucci, Paul Gilbert, and Joe Satriani, that G3 tour in 2008, and that was mind-blowing. So
Who did you go with?
I went with my dad,
Mm-hmm.
actually. I think my mom, too.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, my mom and dad. They took me.
Aw.
I think it was in Boston when I was at Berkeley, and they came up.
They are so sweet.
So, yeah, definitely check out G3 if they have announced that. And now we're going to move on to a little segment I like to call What If?
What if this happened? What would you do? How would you feel? What if? What if?
Oh my. That was interesting. Okay, so we're changing it up, right?
Yeah.
So I get to ask you some what if questions.
Yep.
Okay.
Ask away.
All right, here we go. Are you ready, Tyler?
I am prepared for anything.
Okay, my first question is, if you were only allowed 2 instruments to play and they had to be different, which would they be for the rest of your life? And you cannot pick guitar.
2 instruments.
Like if you had to give up guitar and you had 2 choices, what would they be?
I would say piano
Okay.
and drums.
Okay, why?
Because with the piano, you can pretty much play any instrument using a synth. So I can program like
that's
bass
smart.
and pretty much any other instrument.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can play piano is the ultimate instrument, I think. People who are really good at piano, I'm just like, oh, wish I was that good.
Like me.
Exactly. So I would say piano and then drums, just because drums seems like the most fun instrument in the world to play, because you get to beat on things and make people go, yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's very smart. Are you ready for the next one?
Okay, sure.
If Music Is Win hadn't have worked out, what other career options would you have tried to go for?
I would try to be an NFL kicker because those guys apparently are terrible and anybody can get that job.
Oh.
Them's fighting words.
So, football kicker.
I would try to be a kicker. I was a kicker in high school and I played soccer my whole life, and then I played football to be the kicker because our team was really good. I was going to go to college for that, but then I
yeah,
went.
you almost didn't go to Berkeley.
So I would definitely try to do that. Although there's only like 32 of them in the world.
Seems
I don't know
kind
if
of,
that would work out.
Yeah, far-fetched.
But, well, I'm pretty sure what I
Not to
do
be
right
mean
now
or
is pretty
unsupportive.
far-fetched. I make stupid
True.
guitar videos on the internet, and that's my job. Anything is possible.
Anything else?
I think the other more realistic option would be a thief. I would, kind of try and be like an ultimate con man and like
No,
Ocean's
you
11.
wouldn't.
Yes, that would be really fun.
Okay, both of these are ridiculous.
I would want to
I'm
be like
talking
Danny
about-
Ocean and figure out, whatever he did to get to.
Okay, I'm talking about a real job.
Okay. Well,
You have to pick something that's actually attainable.
I could steal things for a living.
Oh, God. Okay, fine. All right, moving on. If our house burned down and you could only save one thing, what would it be? And I'm not talking about person. I can save myself, actually. So don't worry about me.
All right. Can you take one of my guitars also?
No.
What are you taking?
I'm taking whatever I want to take.
What the heck do you have that's valuable?
I don't
that
know.
means anything to
Things-
you.
I have things, okay?
Okay. Well, I would take my. I would take baby.
The green.
Yeah, my green PRS SC245.
I don't know how I feel that her name is Baby, but it kind of makes me
But
jealous.
you know what else I would do? Because I know my guitars are going to burn down anyway, I would, like, as I'm running out, I would take as many as I could and just smash them.
What?
Because, like,
Why?
it's like, putting your dog down, like, it's going to die a painful death anyways. So just, like,
That is terrible.
I
don't think you would have
it's-
time to
I
do
think it's
that.
merciful.
I don't think you would have time to do that.
Well,
so.
then I'd throw them out the window. So, like, maybe they'll survive or maybe I can repair them.
So it would definitely be a guitar.
Yeah, I mean, what
Okay.
else do I have?
I don't know. I didn't know if you had something else special. so
not really.
The green guitar PRS.
I may take my computer if I just shot a bunch of videos because I wouldn't want to redo those.
Ooh, yeah.
No,
You
I'd
would
take a
leave
guitar.
Baby. Yeah, okay.
Take the guitar.
Okay, last one. If you had to listen to the same artist or, musician for the rest of your life, who would it be?
Oh,
I guess somebody who has a lot of songs, so that way you could change it up.
I don't even have an entertaining answer for this.
What about Led Zeppelin? Because they changed their style throughout the years, so
They're as good as anyone.
they've got
to
some
choose.
variety.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah, that's probably a good one.
I would say Taylor Swift for sure. Actually,
You probably
I
would.
probably would.
You listened to
Just
that
kidding.
last album like
okay.
100 million times.
Okay, I like some of her songs.
Yeah, some
But
of them.
most of them I despise. So come
Uh-huh.
on.
Yeah, like that new one.
Yeah, that
all
one's
right,
awful.
so that's all for the quizzes, right?
That's it. You did good. I think you did good.
Well, now's the perfect point to break and talk about our sponsor, AudioBlock. So maybe you guys are wondering where I got all the amazing sounds for this podcast and where I get backing tracks that I use in my YouTube videos. It's pretty simple. I use AudioBlocks, and I think you should too. And here's how you can do it for free. You can get unlimited downloads from over 100,000 studio quality audio clips, loops, music, tracks, and sound effects with a subscription to AudioBlocks. The best thing is all the content is royalty free, so you can use it for commercial and personal projects. So I'm using this stuff for my podcast. I don't get any flags, copyright claims, things like that. It's awesome. New clips are added regularly, so there's always something fresh to download. And guess what? Bethany and I are giving away 7 days of AudioBlocks, so you can try it out and
For free.
explore their massive audio library. So head over to audioblocks.com/musiciswin.
That's Audioblocks, AudioBlocks.com/musiciswin to sign up for a free 7-day trial. Get all the stock audio you can imagine.
Now we're going to move on to a little thing that I call Guess the Effect. So some of you guitar players, you're going to get this pretty quickly, or will you? I pre-recorded each one of these pedals, just, playing some guitar licks, and I'm going to play each one and see if Bethany can choose correctly from the list of effects. And here is the first effect. What do you think?
I'm going to go with tremolo.
Tremolo. Ding, ding, ding.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, I should have had like a buzzer like, yeah.
I
you're
know.
the
I need some
best.
applause, please. Oh my god.
Nice.
I got it.
Tremolo. I didn't think you were going to get that one. You may also recognize it from Are You Afraid of the Dark Transitions.
Oh,
Do you remember
I love
that?
that show.
Do you remember? That's what it reminded me of.
That's the best show. I can't believe I got that right.
Yeah, so
Oh my
that was
gosh.
that one all the way over there, the Vertigo Tremolo from Source Audio.
Very cool sounding. I like that.
All right, you're 1 for 1.
Woohoo.
Let's try another one. You should get this one.
Okay. like the pressure when you said I should get this one. Now I'm definitely not sure. Okay, I'm going to say delay.
Yes. Absolutely. 100%.
I am really doing well.
Great work.
Who knew I was
It's
so
the
smart?
ARP 87 from Walrus Audio. Really cool pedal. Moving along. What say you?
Okay, I'm going to go with fuzz.
Oh, man. She's nailing them.
Nuh-uh,
She's
no.
nailing them.
Are you serious? Oh
That
my
is the
God.
fuzz effect from the Monterey
Do I get a prize?
from Keeley Audio. I should have
I need some prizes over here.
given you a prize for these. Okay.
Okay.
We're going to keep moving along. Let's see if you can get
Alright.
this one.
How long does this go on for? That was really pretty. Did you rate that?
Just a little ditty.
That was beautiful.
Thanks. What do you think it was?
Well, I'm going to say since it kept going over and over again, it's looper.
Oh, yes. You got another one. You're better at this than I thought.
I know. I'm surprising myself.
You must be
I thought I was
living
gonna
with a
get them
guitar player.
all wrong.
No, you're crushing it. Okay.
What
Well,
do you
that
think
I
I'm
think-
going to get all of them right?
Well, we're getting to the modulation.
Like I don't even know how to say that one.
Okay, I think I might get you on one of these.
What is? Wait, just tell me. Is it? Chorus, phaser, flanger.
Flanger.
Oh, flanger. Wah wah. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Okay.
see what you do with this.
I think I know.
What do you think?
I literally heard a wah wah. Is it?
No.
It went wah wah. So I thought it would be wah wah.
That, in fact, was a phaser. Oh, I forgot to mention
Dang
that
it.
loop pedal was from Donner. And then this is the Empress Effects phaser. So that was a phaser. You can tell, just think Incubus. That kind of sound like Mike Einziger a little bit.
I'm so disappointed in myself.
It's a strange kind of like stepwise thing that the audio sine wave like does this weird. Anyways,
Okay.
that was a phaser.
Fail.
Oh, you're still doing good. You've only missed one. Let's try this one.
Flanger.
Oh, did you say plunger?
No, I said flanger.
Flanger.
Is that how you say it?
Flanger.
Oh,
Like flan that
whatever.
I don't think I've ever eaten
Is
flan,
that,
but-
am I right?
you were correct.
Yes.
Flanger it is. It's kind of like a reflection off of a clear glass lake.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, moving on. What say you?
Chorus.
I think you're benefiting from the small list we have remaining, but yes, that indeed was chorus. Very, very good. Sounds like a rotating speaker, maybe. I keep forgetting to mention that last flanger was from MXR, Kablam, and the chorus is a Keeley chorus. This isn't sponsored anyway, by the way. It's just cool pedals that I have, and I like all the companies, so I think you're gonna get this one pretty quick.
Sounds like Jimmy.
Wah, 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 wah.
Wah. So that is definitely the wah.
That is definitely the wah. The John Petrucci signature wah has like a deeper, kind of more throaty.
That's so much
sound
fun to listen
that I
to.
like.
The wah.
Yeah, the wah is awesome.
I have 100% chance of getting this next one right.
Yeah, I should have blended this one in because it's kind of, you know what? I didn't even put this one in because it wouldn't translate well. But I did volume pedal. I had a Moore volume pedal over there, but didn't end up using that clip.
Oh. So I missed one.
You missed one out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I'm so glad
8 or
because I
9.
was worried that I was going to look stupid during that
the
segment.
grade of an A.
Yes.
You passed. Okay. We're going to move on to the next segment, a segment that is called Can You Comment? You know, like when a
Okay.
reporter's like, can you comment on this?
Mm-hmm.
It's basically reading silly, weird, nice, and maybe some mean
Oh,
comments
no, not the mean ones.
from YouTube. And
Those are the only ones I remember, are the mean ones.
so, Bethany,
What?
Can you comment?
Can you comment? You suck. Can you comment? What kind of strings you using? Can you comment? Bethany's the best. Can you comment?
Well, that was a weird comment. What do you think about that?
No, oh, they say I'm the best, really?
I'm sure there's plenty of those comments.
Aw,
So,
that was hilarious.
first comment here is from Kurian John, and he is commenting on the Girls Play Guitar 2 video that we just put out
we just
recently.
did that one. Mm-hmm.
And this is a very popular comment, highly contested and debated. Is it really her playing, or did you record it?
Okay, let me first of all just say.
Well, look what Caesar CT says. Of course she's playing. You can see it in the video. And then Neve Ben Jacob says, no, it isn't her. It's Tyler dressed as her. And there were other people saying that I painted my nails. And
which my nails were horribly done, which is embarrassing. But let me just
so
say.
were you playing?
I-
Or was it pre-recorded?
Okay, well,
What do you have to
happened?
say?
What happened is that it was me doing all of the hand motions. If Tyler was telling me exactly what to do, but I was not, of course, really playing that crazy solo. I couldn't do that. I don't know how to play guitar. But I was insulted because people were like, "Oh, it's definitely Tyler playing because look at those man hands." And now I'm very self-conscious about my hands because apparently they're man hands. And then somebody else said, "Oh no, she's dressed up as Tyler. If you look closely, you can see it's Tyler's body." And
What
that
the
was
heck?
also very disturbing and upsetting to me. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of upset.
I don't know how
about the
many people
comments.
actually thought that and how many were joking, but it seemed like a lot more people than I thought would actually be fooled by it. I mean, it was a cool editing trick, but
So
a
basically,
lot of people were fooled. So I guess
it's just your amazing editing skills that you made it look
my
like I was
my
playing.
direction in editing
Yeah.
and your ability to take direction. Yeah, she had to hold a. You realize how hard
It was got heavy.
a guitar playing a guitar in
Yeah.
front of a camera for 10 hours a day.
Yeah, my
gets kind of-
shoulder started hurting. I had to take 5. I had to ask Tyler if I could take 5 because also I had to do the hand motions 100 times to try to make it look real.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very complicated and difficult.
I think it was a very fun video to make. Let's move on to another comment. Here we have one from Max Gray. This is a comment on if you feel like you're not getting better at guitar video that I made a few months ago. Max says, so glad I found this. I felt like I've been in a rut for about 2 years now, believe it or not. I've had a few peaks, but the come downs are really tough. Lately, I felt like I'm right on the brink of a breakthrough and that if I keep going, I'll just come out on the other side, a god. This video found me in my discouragement. Thanks.
Oh,
That's why you do it.
yeah.
That's why you do it. So I get probably one of the most like private messages, I think. People private message me on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram and stuff. And one of the most popular things is, I'm so discouraged. What do I do? And the
Didn't
answer,
they watch your videos?
the answer is contained within this video. So I always send them this video. And
So
I think,
what happens in this video? Give me a reminder.
I
If
don't.
you feel like you're not getting better at guitar, you're supposed to do what? I can't remember.
Well, it's not necessarily what you're supposed to do because everybody has different solutions, but it's more about the mindset that you have to understand that everybody goes through peaks and valleys. And this is all covered in the video, but to sum it all up, everybody goes through ups and downs, but if you are conscious of that fact, then you won't become discouraged as easily or as often. And as a result, you'll practice more consistently and the peaks will become higher, meaning you'll get better, and those valleys will occur less frequently. So you won't have as many.
So just realizing that there are peaks and valleys helps you continue.
Yes,
And
being
you're-
aware
okay.
of the actual plight actually nullifies its effect on
Like
you.
it's normal to get frustrated.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's exactly right. Final comment in Can You Comment? Can you comment? Is on my video. Every guitar player should see this, which every guitar player should see this video. You should go check it out if you haven't seen it. But Isaiah Ortega says, why is Tyler dressed like he's about to drop the freshest mixtape of 2017?
So you're wearing a black hoodie with what is that on your head?
That's a backwards black hat.
Okay, so you're just looking really
I'm thugging out.
fresh.
But really, what it was is I didn't take a shower that day. And I had to cover
You
up.
didn't take a shower
Yeah, I normally shower every
500 times a day. He takes a shower like 3 times a day, though, seriously.
No, not 3. I
Two,
take one.
at least two.
Well, first of all, I have to take a shower before I make a video because I don't want to look like a slob. And second of all, I have to take a shower after I work out. So maximum 2 a day.
So why didn't you take a shower this day?
I just didn't. It was a rare day, but I just felt compelled to make this video. It just everything grabbed me. So I
Drop
ended
the
up.
freshest mixtape of 2017.
Yeah,
That's
that comment
the
made
best
me
thing.
laugh out loud. Not many comments do that. Okay, so that was Can You Comment? Let us know if you like any of these segments or dislike any of them because, we want to...
or give us suggestions on what
and
to add.
suggest segments that you think might be cool.
What do you do when it comes to the negative comments or the haters? There's always going to be haters. And what I found is when somebody says something rude about me, they get stuck in my head and I can't stop thinking about it. And I kind of obsess over it. So, and you get a lot. So what do you do to overcome the comments that are not so nice?
I cry, and that's
You
it.
do not cry. You never cry.
No, they usually don't get to me anymore, but every now and then if I'm in a bad mood and then I see a bad comment, makes me angry.
Mm-hmm. But then you're like,
Well, then I just, I
just
click
look where
on
you
I
are.
click on their profile, and I go to any video they have, and I say, "Oh yeah."
No, you don't.
I know I don't do that, but I want to.
I know. Why
I'm
do people
human.
comment rude things when they have stuff to work on themselves?
Well, I
It's
think
just-
the only answer that I've found to
Insecurity.
be true is the motto of the 2016 New England Patriots:
Oh, God.
"Hate me 'cause you ain't me."
Oh, my God.
And that's how you get negative comments, folks. Say stuff like that.
Have you ever gotten a negative comment that was actually kind of funny and true?
Yeah. Like the kid who said I'm about to drop a fresh mixtape. I love comments like that aren't like,
Well, that
I
was
hope
not
your family
mean.
dies. I hope people don't say that about me, but making fun of me, I'll be the first one to make fun of myself, but
What's the rudest comment you've received?
I can't even remember.
Oh, please.
I
Just
think
for a second.
the comments that make me the angriest is when it's a music theory lesson where I'm not trying to be funny. There's nothing to make fun of me about. And somebody just says something that's incorrect. And they say, nope, actually, this is the way it is. And blah, blah, blah. It's like, look, the one thing I do know, I could be completely not funny and think I am funny. or I could think something's really entertaining and it's not. But the one thing I do know is music theory, where it's factual. So those always make me angry.
So they just state something that is completely untrue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be frustrating.
So it's basically like the nerdiest thing you could possibly get mad about.
That is kind of nerdy.
But yeah.
Okay, anyways, just curious.
Hey, guess what? Who's on tour? I think is going to be a cool thing, a little segment. Like we highlight a band that's on tour every week, and if we would want to go see them. And I have a couple that I want to tell you about. Dream Theater is coming to Asheville.
No way.
Yes. John Petrucci, Jordan Rudess. I almost said Mike Portnoy. It's Mike Mangini. And
Are we going?
John Myung. Well, I want to get the VIP pass, and it's like $280.
Each? Or am I going?
Well, I don't know.
You're not inviting me?
It's kind of steep for both of us, unless you really want to go. Do you want to meet John Petrucci?
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll talk about it.
I think we're going to have to go, because I could get, they sign stuff, and you get pictures with them, and you get front row seats, and
Sounds
they're like
amazing.
literally the best performers in the world. So the fact that they're coming to Asheville, bands don't really come near us, like bands like this. So
Where are they playing?
the Thomas Wolfe.
Oh, right, of course.
So they're on tour. Also, Lionel Richie and Mariah Carey
Together?
on tour together. What do you think about that? What's your
I
favorite Lionel Richie song?
I have no idea.
You know what song he did?
What?
Hello.
It's me. That's Adele.
Yeah, no, it's not Adele.
Oh, it's not?
That's the point.
Oh.
So there was a viral video where Adele goes, hello, and he goes, hello.
Wait,
and-
that's really his song?
Well, no, he also says hello, and then he goes, is it me you're looking for? And she goes into her hello,
I
it's
see.
me.
All right.
So they both have songs that start off,
Oh.
hello.
I don't really know any of his songs.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
the only
bad?
song I really know.
I don't know. Mariah Carey.
So would you go to this concert if you got free tickets?
Probably not.
Oh, yeah, me
That's
neither.
sad. I mean, it's not that I dislike them. It's just I've never been into either of them. I mean, my favorite song from Mariah Carey is probably her Christmas. What is it? What's her Christmas one?
All I know is she sings in like an octave that
Yeah, she's like,
only dogs can hear.
crazy.
Okay, so 1 for 2 on the tour. I think the Dream Theater is happening late November. So we're going to have to jump on that because I really want to do that.
Wait, this November?
Yeah, this November.
Oh.
It's not. It's
For my birthday? You're
it's
going to
a-
go for my birthday?
No, it's the week after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
It's like
so
late.
after my birthday.
Yep.
My birthday is November 17th. If anybody wants to send me, I like dark chocolate and
I need to set up a PO
Shoes.
box for you. Dark chocolate. What if they gave you dark chocolate shoes?
oh, perfect, even better.
That would be pretty
People
good.
always send you stuff. Start sending me some stuff.
All right, guys. That's all we have for you today on the inaugural first ever Music is Win podcast. Thanks for listening and watching. You can download and subscribe on iTunes, and please leave us a nice review if you had fun listening. We're going to keep trying to get better and listen to your feedback to try and cater to you guys. We're both on Twitter. I'm at Music is Win. Bethany is...
I don't know I still don't know what it is. Don't follow me on Twitter.
Okay, don't follow her on Twitter. Although
I try to be funny and I just like basically.
I'll
am a
put
dad.
her link in there, but it's not a very memorable handle. You're gonna have to.
I don't know
change
what it
that.
is. I can't even remember.
I also want to ask you guys to sign up for Fretboard Friday, which is a once a week mailing list, free. Obviously, it gives you a bullet point review of the previous week of guitar goodness that I got into, lists, lessons, gear reviews, exclusive giveaways, and much more.
I'm signed up for it, so I get it every Friday as
And
well.
all the links that I mentioned in this podcast, from Audio Blocks and Rode microphones, this another really great sponsor of this podcast, and all the other links are linked in the show notes in the description. So make sure to check that out. And we will see you next Monday for another episode of the Music is Win podcast. Until then.
Keep shredding.